What's up, guys? Lore here, and today we're taking a look at just the tip of Hero's Call. This is, it's available on both Android and iOS. It is free to download and install, although I do believe it is funded by in-app purchases. I think I was reading on it a little bit. I think you have to purchase different character classes or something. It seems to be kind of a hack-and-slash game like Diablo. It's developed by Defiant, is it Defiant Development? Yes, Defiant Development is the company that is creating this game. Like I said, it is free to download on Android and iOS, but we'll have to see. Ooh, that's kind of a nice soundtrack. That's pretty good. Okay. Digging the soundtrack. Let's get started. Create a new hero. Loading hero. Okay, Blood Knights are terrifying fighters from the Order of Bloody Vengeance. Group of warriors dedicated to their own version of justice. There's normal, hard, difficulty mode. All right, we're gonna leave that on normal. Who's this over here? Plague Wizard, corrupted priest of. Is that Patienti? I guess that is. The Plague Wizard was cursed for betraying the Order. Once a gifted healer, he now carries only sickness. Okay, so it says unlock. So you're able to unlock different. The Shadow Assassin, Combat Alchemist. You're able to unlock them. I'm guessing. Whoops! I hit create instead of unlock on one of them. Oh well, I guess we're going with that. I wanted to check and see how much they are. I think they're $2. I'm not sure. These walls held back the worst of the ruin in its day. They will hold today. They say there are goblins at the gates, and the dead are rising in the fields. Undead, master. The core of the order must remain here. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, I don't care. Go to Brinside and discover why the dead have begun to rise. I am digging this music quite a bit. Talon Tongue Hills. So yeah, I believe it is $2 for each additional character class that you want to unlock. So I will find out if that is actually worth it as we continue here. Standard combination attack. Tap enemy once per swing. Okay. Swipe left to right through hero. Is frenzy. Oh, through my hero. Okay. So that's how I activate my frenzy ability. So if I do... There we go. Activated my frenzy. I got all red and stuff. Okay, so it is tap controls. You can see on the map, or on the ground there, the little indicator of where I'm tapping to move to as I move around here. So that's nice. I've played a couple other games that tried to do it with, well, I guess it sounds nice. We'll have to see how well it works out. I've played a couple other games. There was one, Dungeon Hero, I think is what it was called. That was another Diablo-style game. Oh, and I can hold it down to move them around too, so that's cool. Where they were actually using... Our men will clear a path for you. Brineside lies this way. Now go. Alright. Wow, this is actually really loud in my headphones. I'm gonna turn my headphones down a little bit. The music is pretty damn loud. Alright. Health bar shows my remaining health. Yeah. Can I not go that? Okay, I can go this way. Let's continue on. Tap on glowing red health pickups to collect them and quickly regain your health. Alright. Is my health blue? Is that what just happened? Oh, there's a guy. Tap enemy once per attack. Alright. Now, the one thing I'm immediately noticing here, I found a short sword, that's nice. And found shin guards. The one thing I'm immediately noticing is that since I have to tap on them constantly to be able to attack, it actually makes it really hard to see what I'm doing. Like, obviously you guys you don't have the problem of my finger being in the way. But just imagine that as I'm tapping on them in that fight, there's just something covering up this entire region because my finger is there. So that's a little bit frustrating. Oh, there's gold on the ground over here. So that's a bit weird. Not sure how big of an issue that's going to end up being. I don't appear to have taken much damage. I guess I picked some stuff up. How do I access my inventory? Is there... Alright, I tap on my guy. Okay, yeah, so this little indicator up over here on the right is how I was able to open this. Let's see what I've got. I have a Blood Knight short sword, 10 to 11 damage. I'm assuming 1.0 is the attack speed, and 0.75 on the shield. Okay, and I guess this down in the corner here is the item stats, and then this thing up over here is my current overall stats. So let's see what this does. That does 10 to 11. That does 10 to 11. Okay, so those are the same. I have some damaged light plate. Some rare light plate, unidentified. Let's identify that. Would you like to identify rare light plate for 8 gold or take it to the appraiser for free identification? Sure, let's identify it for free. Polished light plate of dexterity. And that looks like a blue item, which if they're going with the sort of MMO action RPG standard, that is better probably than this green over here. Can I identify this? Let's do it anyway. Let's identify this and see. Yeah, cursing light plate, 1% chance to cause confusion when struck. This has 5% armor value and 5% attack speed. So I'm gonna equip that. How do I drag it over? Yeah, there we go. And yeah, my armor and my DPS went up when I equipped that, so that's what those mean for sure. Damaged light helm, let's put this on. Some shin guards. Man, I just got all sorts of loot right away here. Let's check this shield. 0.75, 0.75. Alright, so sounds good. We will leave it at that for now. Stash page is locked. Keep more items in your stash for okay, so I can unlock more. That's what these down over here are. Is I'm able to unlock more inventory slots as time goes on. Alright, so let's back up out of that. I'm curious if this pause menu up over here. Okay, abilities. Let's check that out. Ooh, use ability points to gain new abilities. So there is a leveling up system. That's cool. There's that frenzy ability I've got. Increased critical hit chance. Vengeful target. Alright, we'll mess with that more when I actually level up. Let's look at the options. Camera distance. Ooh, I can zoom out the camera? Oh, nice. That's awesome. I might leave it in a little bit, though. Why is it snapping back? Is there only technically 2 options? Okay, it looks like it's either all the way or not all the way in. All the way out or all the way in. So, but that's neat at least. It's kind of weird because you can see it in the background. Like as I slide this around, you can see it zooming in and out in the background. But if I let go right there, it just snaps all the way back to the beginning. So I guess I'll try it all the way out. I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit too, because that music is super loud. It's nice music for sure, but it is super loud. I'll turn that down. I don't know that it actually turned down at all. Alright, well, let's continue on. The game world looks good. It's definitely pretty looking. Break a barrel, nothing in it. A little choppy. Keep in mind, as I'm doing this, just part of recording this, I feel like I should have been able to... Can I make the map bigger or something? There's a mini-map in the other upper left. But, ooh, what's that? Found shin guards, alright. Can I go this way? Looks like I can. Alright, we'll go this way. Keep in mind, it is looking a little bit choppy in the recording, but keep in mind that... oh, there's a potion there. That part of recording it means that I'm having to use the HDMI out on my Galaxy S3, which means that it's mirroring the screen, which essentially means that I'm rendering everything twice. So the choppiness is probably part of the recording and not an actual issue with the game itself. Found uncommon wooden shield, shin guards. Definitely no shortage of loot in this game. Let's check out that shield I just got. See if I can't identify that. Identify. Yes. Alright. It's a bit of a delay on the sound of the clicking. I guess that's not that big of a deal. 10% max health though. I will definitely equip that. Onward! It is a little hard to tell. I think I am actually going to zoom this back in, because it's a little hard to tell what's like a potion on the ground and what's just a rock zoomed out that far. Oh, that's a spider. That was a big old spider. Found a rare light plate. Man, no shortage of loot at all. Let's, can I identify this? 10% or 20% more max power, 1% chance to cause confusion when struck. Let's see if that changes my DPS. It lowers it. All right. So that's good to know that it's taking into account all the different stats when it's giving me that DPS rating on my character sheet. Animations are a little slow. They feel a little weird. Damaged shin guards, don't really care. I do feel like so far I've spent a lot more time poking around at loot than I have been fighting things. Which basically means there might actually be almost too much loot dropping that I have to sort through. Like, some of those shin guards and stuff that I've picked up might actually be better than what I'm wearing, but I don't want to bother to go in and mess with them because I want to... oh, I can activate by tapping the frenzy icon too. That's good to know. Your power bar fuels your abilities. It is refilled by slaying enemies. Alright. But yeah, there may be a little bit too much loot actually dropping. I want to be moving on, but instead I'm having to stop and poke at loot from time to time, which is why I'm kind of ignoring some of the other loot. And yeah, I'm definitely having a major problem with being able to see the screen with my finger covering everything up. So that is an issue. Continue exploring. Oh, there's a chest. It's in the chest. Good, more loot that I didn't even get to fight anything to get this time. Man, I am swimming in loot at the moment. And not enemies, which I think is kind of the... I mean, there's supposed to be lots of loot, obviously, in an action RPG, but you should be swimming in enemies in order to get it. Instead, I just appear to be picking stuff up nonstop. This is the greatest action loot RPG. You don't even need to fight enemies. Yeah, like, I have not seen an enemy in a while. Here's a couple of them, but let's try and use that frenzy ability and see what happens. Even in the middle of fighting, I'm getting loot. Oh, that's unfortunate. My inventory is full, but I was trying to tap on the enemy there to attack him, and instead I was just hitting that shin guards instead. Alright. Let's poke around in the inventory some more, see what we got here. Let's identify this short sword. Plus 10% damage, slows target by 50% for 8 seconds. That's probably better than what I've got. So let's equip that. Can I do anything other than just drop these things? I don't think I can. So let's drop some of these lame items that I don't care about. Some of these I have like 8,000 shin guards. 10% reduced armor. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I would ever want to equip. And yeah, these are all the same. Drop all that crap. Alright, that's good enough for now. It's all just in a pile over there. There's a light helm. Yeah, animations do seem a little bit slow, like... just makes it feel a little weird. Not game-breaking at all, but it does feel a little bit... Oops. And now I've accidentally activated my Enrage ability, my Frenzy ability, just by trying to click around the room and do stuff. So that's another unfortunate thing. Yeah, I played another game that was like this a while back that used on-screen controls similar to like what you saw in the Just the Tip I did for Death Rally. It used on-screen controls, like you'd have a little stick down over here in this corner that you could use to move around. You tap something over here to fight things. This tapping on the screen mechanic, it seems to work, but it's frustrating because I have to like put my hand in front of the screen to be able to see anything, so I'm having trouble actually seeing what I'm doing a lot of the time. Heard there was a Blood Knight headed this way. Come in, let's talk salary. Oh, I can tweet it. That's interesting. I don't think I'll be doing that. Return to town. Return to... Okay, there we go. A Blood Knight, you'd be safer buying a second-hand murder golem. I guess you're right away. So what am I? You're the guild dispatcher. Oh, am I? And what does the guild dispatcher do? Yeah, okay, I don't care. Return to Brindside. Level 1 Blood Knight. Level up. Okay, so... do I only get XP from doing quests? Was I not getting XP from... I'll have to check into that. But I did level up. Let's get a new ability. Double tap an enemy to shield bash enemies within an 80-degree cone at 8 yards, stunning them for 2 seconds. That sounds interesting. Every ranged attack that hits you refills 2% vengeance. Alright. Oh, what's this over here? Oops. I don't want this. Go away. Alright. Let's unlock this. That sounds interesting. Double tap an enemy to shield bash enemies. Okay, so I'm curious how that's going to work out with my the fact that I have to tap on enemies to attack them anyway. Look around the town, stock up on supplies, or train in new abilities. When you're ready, begin the next quest. Alright, well, let's check the merchants. Blacksmith has a thing. Blacksmith has been restocked. Alright. Can I sell him stuff? How do I sell him things I don't want anymore? Apparently by doing that. Just drag it over there. Alright. Here's a crafty light helm. 6% critical hit chance. I'll go ahead and buy that. That sounds good. And the back button in the upper left corner, I'm having a little trouble actually clicking on a lot of the times too. Skins, eh? Oh, okay, so there's different skins you can get. Interesting, you get them for in-game gold. That's interesting. Keeper of the Blood. Come on. Royal Blood Knight. So that's interesting that they decided to make the skins something that you get with in-game gold instead of making a microtransaction out of it. Honestly, I almost would rather, because I know that you have to buy the different classes to be able to level them up. I almost would have preferred seeing the skins be something that you have to buy with a microtransaction. Access Tavern by like yeah, whatever. I would have rather seen the skins be something that you have to buy with microtransactions and have at least more of the classes available. Oh, there's the appraiser that I was talking about earlier. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into another quest. Can't believe I'm letting you talk. Okay, yeah, I really don't care. It's not that I guess it's not so much that I don't care about the story. It's just that presentation with the like slow sliding up seems kind of frustrating. All right, standard combination. I know this already. Frenzy, shield bash, double tap enemy. All right. What we'd really like is to be able to take Uldor himself back to the university. Ugh, sorry, I am sneezing like crazy right now. I'm gonna edit it so you don't hear me sneezing, but I am suddenly allergic to this game, I think. I think that's actually happening. Alright, what's going on over here? I mean, it seems like the game has a lot of potential, but I would really like to be seeing a lot more actually fighting things. I'm not doing nearly enough of that. Okay, so I can just hold down my cursor on the guys to fight them. Wow, this is getting really choppy too. At this point, I don't know how much of the choppiness is because of the capturing and how much of it is because of the game, because it's really choppy and I have not seen anything be that choppy yet. Oh, it's over here. Is that a door? No, it's not. Okay. It looks like it's supposed to be a door, but it isn't. The lack of enemies is actually making me wonder a lot of the time if I'm running through an area that I've already been in, or if there's just no enemies there. I don't actually remember if I've been in the map also sucks, so I just don't remember if I've been in that area or not. I don't think I have. Yeah, here's a spider. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I don't think I ever actually equipped that helm that I got. Yeah, there we go. Equip that thing. It does. It says it has 16 to 20 damage, so I'm gonna go ahead and identify this thing in the field. Plus 60% fire damage over 3 seconds. Yeah, that's way better than this other thing. So let's equip that. Oh, game just completely froze up for a second. Found uncommon shin guards. Those are probably an upgrade. Alright. Ah, lots of enemies here. No, go over there. Yeah, definitely not liking the touch controls. It is not working very well at all. Health globe, we'll pick that up. Doesn't look like there's anything else up here. Alright, I'm gonna give this game a couple more minutes. If we don't start getting some serious action, I'm gonna just call this. Found one of the relics of Uljo or whatever. Okay, that's good. Get all that gold. Sneeze my brains out. Fight this goblin over here. Yeah, there just needs to be way more action. And now I'm apparently not even able to attack that guy. I don't... Yeah. This game is starting to frustrate me quite a bit. That guy. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say here. It seems like the game is pretty straightforward. It just feels very, very slow. There's not much action to it. I mean, I guess it is a mobile game. Maybe they wanted it to feel kind of slow like that so that it's something you could play more casually, but I don't think casual has to mean slow. I don't think it has to work out that way. Alright. And yeah, it doesn't appear that I have any sort of an XP bar. Unless that's my XP bar in the upper left, but I can't, like, that's so tiny I cannot read that in the slightest. I don't know if you guys can read what this up over here is, but I certainly cannot. It might actually say health, which doesn't make any sense to me because it's empty and I have plenty of, and it's still there if I do. I don't know what that bar is supposed to mean at all, and it doesn't look like I'm earning XP from killing things at all, so only XP from killing, or from finishing quests, which is kind of frustrating. I feel like I should be able to level up in the middle of doing something instead of necessarily having to, like, I should be looking for enemies and fighting them to get more XP. Instead, I'm just kind of, whenever I see an enemy, in the random chance that I actually come across one, I'm just kind of frustrated by it because it's just slowing me down instead of instead of being a good thing that I found it. I mean, I guess I can get loot from it, but I've got so much freaking loot already anyway that extra loot just doesn't really seem to be that big of a deal. Alright, seriously, this is getting ridiculous. I'm walking across giant open rooms that would have been great to put about 1 million bad guys in, but there's nothing here. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. Let's see what sort of rating I should give this game. Honestly, I am going to rate this game... I'm gonna give this one... a 2. Yeah. There's a lot of promise here, but it's so slow, so plodding, moving around, so rare to actually get any action, that even though it looks great and the music sounds great, like I was talking earlier, and it seems like something that could be a lot of fun with a little bit more polish to it, it's slow, and it's kind of like, honestly, I'm kind of bored playing this game. And if I'm bored playing this game, you guys can't be super entertained watching this game. So yeah, seems a bit frustrating to me. Now, keep in mind that rating is just a rating on my thoughts after this whole thing here, like this little bit that I've been playing it. Don't take that as a final review of the game by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, so far my experiences with this game, I am probably not going to play this much more. It does not seem very exciting for me. It hasn't really grabbed me at all. Anyway, that's going to wrap this thing up. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Lore, and I will see you later.